Dear colleagues and friends, welcome to today's Conventa Trend Bar. If I can paraphrase a little bit the Sting song and Zucchero song, coming back in September, we are coming back already in August, when the live Conventa will take place here in Ljubljana. But this week, the Conventa Trend Bar journey continues to the beautiful region, neighboring region of Istria in Croatia. We are optimistically hoping that we would meet in person, but I guess that idea will have to wait just for a few moments more. Yet we continue to believe and work towards seeing you all in August 2021, when you will once again feel the warmth, hospitality, and personally experience our wonderful region and, of course, also Istria. As the world experiences drastic changes, so does Conventa. The event has been an important platform for connecting the regional meeting industry since 2007. The Conventa brand is staying true to its mission and retaining its position as the central event of the New Europe meetings industry. Furthermore, it is becoming a one-stop platform for all meeting planners. The Conventa platform are Business Trade Show Conventa, Conventa Crossover, which is a festival of live marketing events, Conventa Tech and More, which is exhibition for all the technologies you need for your event. Then Conventa Academy, which is a brand new project where we try to educate all the colleagues in the region in terms of new technologies, new trends, and so on. And then, of course, Trend Bar, which we are doing today, and with whom we travel around the region and show you the most beautiful destinations all over this part of Europe. And of course, all platforms were digitalized some time ago and adapted to the new needs of the meeting planners and the new situation. But personally, I still believe in live meetings, live events, and I'm a big fan of that. And later on, I will explain why I believe this is still important for all of us. The Conventa Trend Bar has really become an important support pillar for the Conventa brand. Just to let you know, this year and last year, we visited 19 cities all over Europe, and this is not the last event. We will have one more in the hometown of Conventa in Ljubljana in July, but we are really proud today to be in Istria. The main idea is that we come together, exchange ideas, and that we present you pieces of what you can experience and people you can meet also live in Ljubljana. And we see it as a platform for exchanging experiences, something that in my personal opinion will be even more important in the future. Today's Conventa Trend Bar is brought to you by Illustris Events agency, a long-time partner of Conventa. A few moments later, I will present today's guests and I will give them the stage, or this virtual stage. But before we start, I just prepare one question for you to warm you up a little bit. It's a simple, straightforward question. It is, will elements of digital events remain with us after the Corona crisis? This is very, very simple to use. You just click on the screen and we will see the results. And now we have 11 participants. I'm waiting for 50% of you to vote. And then we move on. So the question once again is, will elements of digital events remain with us after the Corona crisis? Okay, we need a few more. Okay, thanks a lot. You believe, if you can see the results, that these elements will definitely stay after the crisis, but some of you really don't know. So thanks a lot for these votes. And before I give stage to Nadja and Ozren, a few more words about today's program. In the first part, Nadja and Ozren will present Istria in very innovative style in very special location, which I like personally very, very much. But let me explain this a little bit later on. In the second part, I will present some of the latest findings and conclusions from our research on marketing and sales and digitalization of events in 2021. And at the end, there will be some time for conversation and for your questions that you have always wanted to ask regarding the future of the meetings industry. In your left corner, in your right bottom, you have a chat box, and please use it. You can put into the chat box any question you want. And we are, of course, recording this trend bar. So we will send you the recordings after the event. And of course, we will publish these recordings because it's really interesting. You will see later why. Also on the website of Conventa. If you want to get involved directly with your comment, I suggest you let us know by chat, and we will, of course, grant you the status of speaker. Your microphones will be switched off during the webinar, and in case of technical problems, we will do our best to take care of them as soon as possible. But before I really ask Nadja and Ozren to take over, one more video, just to let you know where we are going today. Yes, guys, this beautiful place is where Nadja and Ozren are waiting for you today. So Nadja is co-owner and managing director of Illustris Travel, and Ozren Grbavčić is director of Illustris Travel. So, my dear friends, the virtual stage is yours, and you can switch on the cameras and mics, and we are going live directly to Motovun, to one of the most beautiful hotels in this part of Europe. So Nadja and Ozren, the stage is yours.
Hello Gorazd, hello Conventa world. I'm so happy to welcome you all here to this beautiful place, Motovun. You've seen a wonderful video. So hello from sunny and hot Istria. You know, Gorazd, you have been mentioning the last year of full of online events, social distancing, and now we can feel that life is coming back. Things are opening up, business is coming back, and it's the greatest thing to be here live today with a bunch of really great people. And we're gonna invite everyone to a small journey, a culinary journey through one of the hotspots of gastronomy in Europe, I would say. This is Mottovun. We are here at the wonderful Roxanich Wine Heritage Hotel, and we're in the midst of the truffle region, of the wine region, and of the best olive oil region in the world. So welcome to a journey through these different delights that our chef is already preparing in the back. I would like to call Lara Roxanich to join me here. And I would like to thank our hosts and our partners. First of all, the Istrian Tourist Board. Denis Ivashenic today is not here with us, but he sends his warm regards. He's made it possible to be here for you today with a great TV crew. And I would like to present Lara from this wonderful hotel right at the foot of Mottovun Mountain to talk a little bit about your product, your hotel.
Thank you, Nadia. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our recently opened estate. We opened in 2019 in February, hotel and the winery, which is just beneath us. We have 32 eclectic rooms, a restaurant, and a small conference area. The winery just beneath us with the view over the beautiful Mirna Valley, and right behind me, which is Mottovun. We focus on first wine, restaurant, and then the hotel guests, which we can combine with defender tours, some excursions, combined with the conferences.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Actually, Roxanich Wine Heritage Hotel is one of the best products, meeting and incentive products we have here in the center of Istria. And we are delighted to be able to be here today and to be hosted here today. And they do wonderful wine. So I had this idea to go off with Lara for a glass of wine and invite my business partner, Ozren, on the stage, because he is going to do what he loves doing most. He is going to run you through the different culinary delights together with our chef. And I'll be back right at the end.
Thank you, Nadia. I already enjoyed the wine. I'll let you ladies enjoy your wine. And I'm going to move back. And meet our chef, Duje, who already started to cook without me, which is not fair. So, Duje, welcome. Actually, I should say to myself, welcome. What are you planning to prepare for us today?
So those are escalopes, which we are getting from our local fishermen here in Novigrad. Also, scallops you can find most over here in Novigrad. It's one of the most popular places to actually catch them. So we are pretty lucky to have them as well, because they are really, really popular. So then I will now like this braise them a little bit.
Okay.
We have here some tripe sauce, which I already finished it with the butter. Yes,
so this is a tripe sauce with
tripe sauce from the capesante.
Okay.
We have also our own mousse, so what we're making out of those capesantes.
Okay.
We will finish it up with some botarga salt, which we are also making over here. We're drying and curing our botarga. Yeah, this is pretty much it. We will finish it with lobster oil, which we are also making over here.
Okay, so you're making everything. I see you're making everything is local. Everything is from here.
Yes, pretty much.
If I'm correct, okay, we are in the hinterlands of the region, and this region is okay. You're doing scallops and maybe a fish. So this is from the sea, but the sea is here. What 20 minutes away? Not even
12 to 15 minutes.
12 to 15 minutes.
Depends on how you're driving.
Okay, it depends how you drive. But the hinterlands is definitely known for wine, olive oil. It's known for vegetables. I see here we have a lot of vegetables and
most important, truffles as well.
And truffles, yes, definitely truffles. We'll touch touch the theme with the truffles because I actually have a special guest arriving regarding the truffles, and we'll discuss that a bit later. Are you going to use the truffles in this dish?
Yes, as well.
Yeah?
Of course, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
We will actually just dress them scallops. We will dress them with truffles.
Okay.
And of course, we will just finish it up with botarga, and that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you work real quick, but I'll ask you questions every now and then. You work. You feel free to work.
Yeah, of course.
We don't need to. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt your cooking. That does look good, though.
Thank you.
Okay. I also heard that Roxanich here has you have your own herbs. Yeah. I've noticed here that for this decorational table that you have some herbs, but I heard that you have a herb garden back here.
Her garden is over there. We
Okay.
have thyme, which we used to infuse also our tribes. And yeah, pretty much we are using everything by ourselves. Like we making everything homemade. So
Excellent.
which is
Okay.
so.
So I'm just gonna watch you for a moment. Yeah. And just
Now we will dress them, of course, a little bit with
okay.
with the butter from the raisin. Now we will dry them up a little bit, not too much.
So I'm going to talk to the camera a bit and just say that as mentioned before, Nadja, that we are in the hinterlands. We are in a beautiful area with a beautiful background of Motovun behind us, and of course the Roxanich, and of course the Roxanich Hotel. Oh, you're already cutting the truffles, huh?
Yes.
Okay, you're going too fast for me, Dewey. I'm not following you. Okay, so that's truffles. Well, let's bring in our truffle guest then straight away, huh? So we can discuss about the truffle, because we are in the hinterlands. We are Istria is known for its wines. It's known for its olive oil. Now I believe 6 years in a row we have the best olive oil in the world. The six years in a row. So that's definitely an accomplishment. But there's only 2 countries in the world that I know that have the black truffle. I mean the white truffle, and that's Italy and Croatia. But there are several other countries that have the black truffle. And now I believe it's the season of the black truffle. But not to bother you too much, I'll let you do your presentation and finish the presentation so that the crew can see our little starter. And I will call Ivana. Ivana, can you please come and join me? Hello, Ivana. Well, I'm not going to get hands with you, a little bump like this.
Hello, hi.
How are you, Ivana? You okay?
Excellent. Amazing.
Well, that's good to know. It's beautiful weather today. It's and I'm looking at that pool in the background. And anyway, it's really hot here. But anyway, so tell me, truffles. What makes Istria so interesting, and why are truffles so interesting? What are truffles actually?
So the truffles are mushroom that grows underground in symbiose with trees. They're very rare. We search them with dogs. Black truffles are all year round.
So I'll cut you short because I've heard this question so many times. Why not pigs? Why don't we search with pigs?
The dogs are smarter.
Oh, dogs are smarter. I heard the pig is quite smart. But,
yes, they are, but the dogs are quicker then. And so we use dogs. Everybody in Croatia hunt with dogs.
Okay. I heard it's also easier to control a dog than a pig. A pig, when he sees the truffle, he just wants to eat it. Yeah.
Believe it or not, dogs want to eat it too. Everybody wants a bite of truffle.
Everyone wants a bit of truffle. Okay,
Right.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have some truffle tonight. So tell me more about the truffle. Now is the season. I see here we have presented black truffle. Is this Istivium, or which truffle is this?
So this is a black summer truffle. This is fresh, actually, from this morning.
Oh, right.
And this piece right here is one of the biggest pieces that we found this year. So this is quite rare to see a huge truffle like this. Usually they are smaller, but the size is not important. They're all good if they're high quality and if they're fresh.
Okay. Now I know the pricing of the truffle is based on several elements. And you say this grows under the ground and so forth. So how much would this cost actually? I mean, and I see it has been much maybe eaten a bit or so forth. Does that reduce the price? So tell me, how do we price this?
So you price the truffle by how beautiful and roundly it is, how intense smell it has, and of course if it's bigger or smaller. The price now is not very high because we had a little bit more rain than we used to in this part of the season, but they are still nice and aromatic. And if they're eaten like this one, then the price is of course reduced at least 20%.
Okay. So the whole truffle, the high the price, the texture, and the weather. Okay, there's a lot of elements here. A lot of elements here. I have another question. I see you actually brought a tool with you, and would you care to explain what is this tool?
This is like my purse.
It's like your purse. Okay, so you're sorry, I'll cut you short again. You're a truffle hunter.
Exactly.
You hunt truffles.
I hunt truffles. Me and my dogs, of course.
You and your dogs.
Yes,
Congratulations. Actually, I have agriculture, and a lot of young people are in agriculture now because of truffles, because of wine, because of olive oil.
Exactly.
So this whole area has woken up with agriculture and local products. Okay, so let's get back to your tool. Sorry.
No problem. So this is a unique tool. We call it Otka.
Okay.
It had this tool didn't change a lot since the beginning of truffles, and it's quite useful. So when the dog starts to dig, the dog wants to eat the truffle. So you need to move a dog a little bit and then help the dog to dig a truffle out, so it's nice and not like scratched a lot.
Okay.
So with this tool, you just dig a truffle, and then after that you reward the dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
So it's very
you have to just be
important.
careful not to damage the. Actually, I noticed even one side is sharp, and
Exactly.
not all the other sides are sharp.
Yes,
Why is
this
that?
is for cutting the roots. If the roots are bigger, sometimes some truffles are deeper, some truffles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is
The
if
roots
it's-
of the tree,
Oh,
basically.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Ah, okay, so-
Sometimes the root is over the truffle, and then you need to slowly cut it, pick up the root, and then take the truffle, so it's perfect and nice.
Excellent.
Yes, yes.
So, Due, our chef, and thanks to Roxanich, they are preparing a dish. He's actually waiting for me. You're waiting for me, yeah? Okay. Well, let's get closer. Let's get closer a bit, and let's just see what he's about to do. I know that the truffles go the best with let's say 4 simple dishes, or 3 simple dishes. So it goes best with eggs, goes best with potatoes, and goes best with pasta. But Due is now. I don't know if this is an experiment or it does go well with other dishes also, yeah?
Yeah, truffle transfer, the flavor of truffle transfer, it goes really nice with all kind of dishes, even if they're sweet dishes. So
Okay.
the truffle really have this unique flavor, and it can combine with every sort of food. It doesn't have to be always traditional.
Okay.
Yes. And this is
Excellent.
maybe something, truffles in some modern way.
Excellent. So what would you like to add about that and cooking with truffles in let's say nouvelle cuisine and new gastronomy?
Well, it is quite like let's say challenging to actually compare it with that, because to actually combine it with the truffle, because it is a quite complex dish, complex product.
Mm-hmm.
So as a chef, you always need to aim for those sensitive notes of the dishes,
Mm-hmm.
so the truffle doesn't get eaten in the flavors, and it is really something special. But we really needs to
Be
praise,
careful how
and
to-
be
how to
careful
use
and
it.
how to approach it,
And how to
approach that.
Okay, so we're gonna have truffles with scallops. Yeah?
So we have some mousse scallops from I told you before, Novigrad. I mentioned it.
Okay.
This is like a light sauce from tribes. It's really light sauce. Again, I saying because of truffles.
Okay.
As you
It
can
mustn't
see,
be too intense.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
and also the mousse is like a bit milky, creamy. You will now check it out.
Okay.
Now we have some capesante.
Okay.
We will now plate it on the plate.
Okay.
Put it on top of the mousse.
Sorry. Okay.
And now we have some how you say, chives microgreens.
Yeah.
It's also from our garden, which will go really, really well with this dish.
Excellent.
So we will also put them a little bit on top. We'll finish this dish with some lobster oil, which we also making it over here
Okay.
from our fresh, how you say, like outside of the lobster.
Yeah. Okay. The shell.
It's have those like oils who are locked inside. We need to free it, and then we doing it by the cold process, so the oil is more red, and it can last longer.
Excellent.
This is some botarga salt, but we are also
making it yourself.
making
Excellent.
by ourselves, and
Excellent.
that is the dish.
Okay.
So
Well, let's have a look at that dish. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna spoil the decoration if I bend the plate too much. But have you got that? Now, since you are following us all live and everything, I'm just going to be a mean person, and I'm going to try some of this. So, excuse me, Ivana, will you join me?
Of course.
Because you're the truffle expert, and he's the chef, and let's see if he's done a good combination. Yeah.
Good job, yeah.
So let's try this. Will you try?
No, you have to enjoy now,
Okay.
and I will start to. Or no,
Our next dish.
Okay. Or
Okay.
you want me to actually?
Well, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm going to try it. I don't know about you, but I'm going to try it for sure. So, okay. Yeah, take the whole scallop. Don't worry. Excuse me. Okay. This is excellent. So, one of the reasons why we are here, apart from excellent gastronomy, is that even I'm sorry. How do you like it?
Amazing.
Good?
It's really amazing.
Okay, now I have to ask you to leave. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your time. Take care too. Bye-bye. So the reason why we're actually here is because there's not only tourism on the coast. Yeah, there's also tourism in the hinterlands, and this area has been developed very, very, very well regarding gastronomy, regarding agriculture, and regarding capacity. So there's a lot of villas here. And there's this beautiful, beautiful hotel of ours in the background. Okay, no, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to enjoy this slowly. Okay, so and I see you using olive oil real quick. Okay, that's your olive oil also.
Yes, as well.
Okay.
Our owner is owning around 2,600 trees, olive trees,
Okay.
which our peoples are very, very careful about it, and they taking care a lot about these olives. It is a very, very delicious oil. So maybe you want to try it. Just a second.
Yeah, definitely. So regarding Illustris Events, just in a quick short note, we do gourmet tours, of course. We do specialized incentive tours. Our core business is definitely congress and incentives. We add along this team buildings, but we always work with the best suppliers, and we always come up with innovative ideas. Some of our products are so easy to promote. So as we're not going to try olive oil in this kind of a sense, I think I was supposed to have bread with this, or there is no bread. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, not to worry. We do actually olive oil tastings. We do wine tastings. Olive oil tasting, I don't know if everyone's done a professional olive oil taste. It's something really, really amazing. And we do, of course, wine tasting, but we can also organize cooking shows. We can also organize what you see right now. We can also organize for your guests that they can participate in such an event and also cook with the chef and see what's happening. So this is just some examples of what we can do. But I'm just going to watch our chef and see what he's doing and just let's follow our chef for a bit.
Okay. So we have over here as well the monkfish from this area.
Sorry.
From these areas, it is a very, very tendery and very, very powerful in taste.
Okay.
We will now reproduce it with something what I think is a little bit only using up here in Istria. It is actually a pasky. Pasky is like young babies from the garlic.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and it is like more similar to the wild garlic. So and it's very also it's having very special taste. We will do it in representation with the monkfish.
Okay.
So we will now start it. We'll put a little bit of oil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just for those who don't know, but as I did mention before, Istria is the leading destination for extra virgin olive oil in the world now 6 years in a row, and we're talking about extra virgin olive oil. So extra virgin olive oil, there's different factors in how to get extra virgin oil from actually from the soil, from cutting the tree, from certain ways of from the harvest. But what's most important is basically the time that's taken from the harvest to the press, and a cold press, which is up to around 25, 26 degrees, which is very so to take out the extract of every part of every fruit of the olive. And this is one of the reasons why Istria is the leading destination, because we do this with care, we do it with love, with passion, and we love our region, and we love olive oil and olive oil trees. And there's just an interesting quotation. They say there's only two people you can go back to into the world if you've done a mistake in your life, and that one is your mother. You can always go back to your mother; she'll always forgive you. And one is basically an olive oil tree. You can always come back to an olive oil tree and work with it, and it'll give you fruit. So, Duje, what are we doing? Okay, we have we have the monkfish.
The monkfish. We will do this really quickly, actually, to lock up the tastes and flavors inside of it.
Okay.
Afterwards, we will reduce the temperature down, and we will put some butter.
Okay.
Which we are also getting from our local distributors.
Okay, everything is local, always local.
Yes.
Excellent.
I mean, Istria is a really rich country, so it is everything. Really, a lot of things to provide. Thankfully.
Well, I've worked in Istria for very long time, and I can say that there's a lot of youngsters that have taken up agriculture, that have taken up the business of winemaking, olive oil, something I mentioned just before. And I see you're a young chef, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm actually from Split. I'm not from here,
okay,
but
you're from Split.
Yeah, but
another beautiful region in Croatia, which we also handle, of course, because we cover the whole of Croatia.
But since I came up over here, I really loved it, and like how much they are actually providing and taking care of their own products, and how they are improvising every day, like to create something new out of traditional things.
Okay.
So it is a very interesting approach, in which I have, I need to be, true with you.
Yeah.
I fall in love with that.
Excellent. Well, I know a lot of people who have come, even foreigners who have just come to visit Istria, and in the end they ended up living in Istria.
I think that is me for about 5 years. So our monkfish is now like pretty much done.
Okay.
We will let it rest in this fish stock, what I also put it inside, and some butter.
Okay.
And we will let it sit.
Okay.
During that, I will start to making some those paskis what I was telling you about before.
The paski. Yeah, I'm actually interested. I'm not sure what. Yeah. What
now, you will now check it out. It is a really like special flavors.
The thing, I've worked in Croatia. Nadja and I have worked in Croatia for so long. And we visited the entire coast and the hinterlands, but every time I do a show, or every time we have a group, or every time I go around, I always learn something new. It's amazing. I always catch up on something new and learn something new.
Yeah.
So
it is really.
So how's the gourmet scene in Split?
Gourmet, I mean, it is really good, but. It's people over here are respecting more over here the food.
But they have a foodie culture, let's say.
Yes, but it's having more, sentimental approach over here.
Okay.
In Split, they are still stuck to the traditionally making things. Okay. So, I mean it is also now in the upcoming region of Croatia, of course, but it is Croatia. The Istria is already having that approach, upcoming approach to the dishes, to the products, and actually, to the whole concept of providing to the people's food and the wine.
I mean, we're at. I need to just know our timing. Yeah, thank you. We're at one of an extremely beautiful location, which actually has this entire approach in it. So they have. So it's just a beautiful hotel where we are, which is in the middle of Istria. It has its pool. It has its congress facilities. It has its rooms. It has an amazing restaurant. It has its own garden. It has and they do also they work with us and we work with them, and we do also incentive groups and special tours. So definitely, definitely come and join us in Istria. That's for sure. But I'm still watching the dish, and in the meantime, I'm getting a bit. My throat is getting a bit dry. Can I just pour you a glass of wine?
Of course.
Yeah, excellent. I'll just put this down right here. And honestly, without a glass of wine, it's just not the same. Yeah.
We also now have here the warmed up plate from our lovely son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just leave your glass here.
Thank you very much.
But you can feel free to join me.
Cheers.
Cheers. Do we wish to talk specifically about the wines? Yeah? Can we call Lara one more time? Lara, can you please join us? Because again, I've mentioned olive oil. We're eating the. Yeah, please feel free to try some. I mean, you should know what it is actually. You should know what it's like. But can you talk to us about your wines? I mean, even wine in Istria, I know it's quite famous. We've gotten quite a few decanter prizes and so forth. But can you tell us about your wines?
Yes, of course. In our glass, we have our Rožica from vintage 2018. It's from our local variety Borgonia.
Okay.
We have now on the market 18 or 19 labels. Each year it's different, you know. We make them natural. So what the year brings us, we try to make the best out of it.
Excellent.
So each year it surprises us. And then my father's like to say, no wine without time. So our actual vintage from the red wines on the market is 2009, which was aged for 8.5 years. Yeah, in big oak. So I hope you like it.
I do. I feel I would enjoy it a lot more if I was sitting down and eating. And but we did this little cooking show, so
we like to say that every good thing goes with every good thing. So,
yes, well,
in Istria, it's not difficult.
It's not Istria. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Definitely. Okay, so doing our little presentation. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Do you mind just staying here for a while, or we just? This way you can control him, judge him on spot.
So this is now the broccoli and the pasky sautéed in the butter from of course local peoples. It is
but this we call asparagus.
No, this is pasky.
This is pasky.
That is the baby garlic.
That you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. So that's it's a sprout. Excellent.
Sprout. How
yes,
you call it?
Sprout.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just put my glass down and just.
So now we have we put it over here. Now we did actually an infusion of let's say a mother of sauces beurre blanc. It is in this case is not made it actually with real stock because we're using it for the fish obviously. So I did it with a monkfish stock, which is very it is rich in flavors and have depths and complex. It is very complex, which now we will try after.
Okay. Of course, I'll try because I just love to eat.
So and of course butter and I put it as well the white peppercorns actually to be more precise. Now we will put some. We will put this monkfish, our lovely monkfish, over here on top. And this is actually extraction of chlorophyll out of the parsley baby leaves, which now we will use it with this dish. You can see actually how it is like a really green oil.
Yeah,
it is brightly.
Okay, that looks amazing.
It is amazing. It's really.
I can't wait to try.
And finally, we have some dill, also from our lovely garden.
Okay, which we've mentioned very often.
Yes.
We love our garden.
We love your garden.
Yeah, I mean, every day when I come to the job, the first thing what I do is you know, I go in the garden even before my coffee, you know. So
okay, well, that's a passion then. That's a passion.
Yeah, it's something what you need to take care of, you know.
Excellent.
And that's it, our dish.
And that's our dish. Let's try and put it in the sun a bit.
That's it.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. If you guys can see this. This looks beautiful. And I am going to try this, of course. And maybe I can even ask Nadja to join me, so that we can try this together. No, you can also stay here. No problem.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Wow.
So we're just using our connections here, nothing else. So let's have a go, huh?
This looks lovely.
Yeah, it does definitely. So, ooh, yeah, we do need a knife for this. Okay. Perfect.
Let me say something. I wish you could all taste this. Unfortunately, you can't. But we would love to share this with you because it's just delicious.
Well, the best thing is come to Istria, yeah, and try it.
Yes. Now, is this the moment we should make our big announcement?
I think we should.
Because actually, now today we're giving you a small glimpse of what we can offer here in our lovely region of Istria. But to get the full experience, we are actually really happy to announce that after Conventa, we will be hosting a post-convention tour for hosted buyers who are joining Conventa and bring people hosted buyers down here to Istria and have you enjoy with us 2 days here full of gastronomic experiences, outdoor experiences, and of course show you everything there is for holding events and incentives here. So this is our announcement today. Our partner is going to be Roxanich Wine Heritage Hotel. So hosted buyers are going to stay here, and we will be your hosts over the 2 days following Conventa. So this was our happy announcement for today. If you want more of all of this, please join us.
1 second, we had a sound issue. So Gorazd, I hope you got us.
Yes, Gorazd is back. I mean, guys, that was amazing. That was amazing. You know how I like this inner Istria. This is my favorite place on earth. So, bravo for the great, bravo to chef, to all the guests, and can't wait for a live experience. Once again, thanks a lot, and really appreciate it. It was amazing. I'm speechless and a little bit hungry too, I must say.
Thank you, Gorazd, for the opportunity to host the finale of the Conventa Trend Bar series. I hope everyone enjoyed and see you at Conventa.
Definitely see you at Conventa. Thanks once again, and stay tuned. It's not over yet. So now I will take over. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Cheers. All right. And cheers.
So guys, now it's my time. It's difficult to concentrate after such a great cookery show, but I will try to do my best. In the next few moments, I will try to explain a little bit what is going on behind the scenes and why we should stay optimistic after all what happened to the industry. I just counted today, it was around 460 days when our industry was blocked, or locked down. So basically, the signs of optimism are all over. And let me show you some ideas and some thoughts why I believe we should stay optimistic about our industry. It will be a short, actually, presentation of what is going on, about the zeitgeist of destinations, of venues. And of course, I will show you some great ideas and some great projects which were done last year in the middle of the crisis. First of all, the zeitgeist. I see industry resilience every single day, and that is what is amazing to me. And I always say that last year was a kind of opportunity for those who are agile, fast enough to adapt. And as you said, when I asked you in the survey, you believe that digital will stay with us, and I believe too. Definitely digital elements will stay with the meetings industry further on, and that's for sure. But let me show you some ideas what is going on. In destinations, a lot of things are hot now. So we see with some new initiatives like new meeting hubs. You heard probably about the Hybrid City Alliance with Prague, Ottawa, Hub, Geneva, and some other cities. This is an alternative coalition compared to old school associations we have in our industry. Then we have quite a lot of support for international organizers. The famous one is in Austria, with 300 million euros to support the coming back of the industry. Then in Australia, even in Lviv, all over Europe, you can find support now for our industry. Only in our region, we are not so good in that, but okay, hope die last. And then we saw a lot of new digital marketing campaigns. What is booming is YouTube and many other things. And of course, all over Europe, new health and safety standards are something what we now find almost in every destination around Europe. Then about venues. So we saw the shift from so-called old school venues to ultra-modern venues, where they are talking about 5G connection, which is now already in Mezevin or Austria Center Vienna. When we prepared this actually presentation, they announced that venues will open in spring, and now we see that they opened venues right now, more or less, and they are introducing improved ultra-modern online studios almost in every venue, which is really big enough to do that. So this is going on the scale of venues. When we are looking to the agencies, we can see a lot of new strategic alliances like AIM and Gas Communication. So AIM bought communication agency, AIM, which is one of the biggest PCOs and DMCs in the world. Then we saw digital transformation. AIM introduced their own digital department. Kenes, the same. Then we see a lot of hybrid online solutions. For example, this small Slovenian agency, ETC Adriatic, created in December so many team buildings online that you won't believe. And it was the most successful season for them, just because they were agile and they adapted to the new situation. And we cannot actually ignore the digital event sector. Just few information for you. Slido was bought by Cisco and is now part of Cisco. Slido is really well-known startup from Slovakia, from Bratislava. Hopin acquires streaming platform StreamYard for 250 million. And every single day we receive a new PR message about such situations. Of course, the end of Zoom stock growth happened right now because the live events are coming back. But definitely we cannot ignore the investment in technology companies, which is all over. So finally, last year and this year, we can talk about so-called digital event sector, which will definitely stay with us in the future. It was not so strong before. If you remember some of the trade shows, they were always somewhere in the back, those guys from these technology companies. But now, I believe in the next IMEX, these companies will be in the core of the exhibition. And some destinations will be at the back. So basically, this is the situation we have on the market. But let's focus more on what is going on the creative side of the industry. And this is what I'm talking today. Now, these are some technical facts and figures about the digital event sector. Founding of Hopin, Bizabo, StreamYard, and so on. But let's go to this actually more interesting part. One more thing I would like to explain or open your mind. What makes a venue high-tech or actually adapted to the needs of the clients nowadays? As I said, 5G, superb live streaming, high-tech AV, technical advisor who knows what is streaming, what is digital platform, and so on. Holograms, 3D presentations, and many more. So if you have a venue, if you run a venue, you need to think about it and adapt to the situation. Because anyhow, it's a new reality. And if you don't have such services, then sooner or later you need to implement this in your venue. This is what I personally really believe. But what I really like is that we have a new count. So events before and after the Corona crisis. And at the end of August, we will organize as part of Conventa Week one event, Conventa Crossover. And the title of the event is ACBC. After Corona, before Corona. As a rocker, of course, I like the idea of ACBC, but definitely the industry is boiling with new ideas and creative breakthroughs and creative thinking. And this is what is really amazing. And today I will show you some examples. And the first one is the winner of BIA Award. It's really a huge event for a huge money. It was done last September. It's in September 2020 by agency Fil Rouge. And let me show you the video of this great project.
What if they ask you to create and produce a global live launch in the pandemic world?
Introducing its first supercar in 15 years.
Los lanzamientos de automobili se reinventan con tecnologia di punta.
L'evento automotive più atteso del 2020 è stata svelata nel corso di un evento spettacolare.
Il nuovo modello della Maserati. First supercar in 15 years.
Well, that was the first project I wanted to show you. It's amazing. It's automotive opera. It's full of surprises, and it's a mix of. It was a hybrid event. So even in this hybrid universe, you can deliver such a great experiences. And let me show you some other angles of this actually new era of events. And my personal recommendation is that you really follow what Red Bull is doing or what Netflix is doing. You can learn a lot from those companies. Red Bull is actually the biggest event organizer in the world. And if you follow what they're doing, you can implement a lot of those things to your projects. But the main issue is how to actually monetize the events after the crisis. How to sell the event itself, and we have so many opportunities. This is something where we can really play a lot. And let me show you the results of our survey, which we did at the end of last year. So how will your revenue be distributed in 2021? Well, people were quite optimistic, but this is, in my personal opinion, the real picture of the industry. Around 32% live and 25% hybrid, and the rest virtual, online, with other revenue streams. So as you can see, the industry is already split to half, live, hybrid, and of course also virtual, to thirds, let's say so. So basically, this is how we need to adapt as meeting planners. That's for sure. If you don't have a hybrid solution in your portfolio, then Houston will have a problem. And the next slide is about event monetization techniques. And I will just quickly run through the options you have. So first of all, you must play, or you can play with the event content and program. So we know already for a long time sponsored speakers, but video on demand is something you can sell to your participants, because sometimes people do not have time, to be there, so you can sell video on demand. Sponsored webinars, happy hours, these are all content elements you can sell in a proper way or monetize if you want to. Then we have web pages, which are really a big source of monetization with so-called partner microsites, the online gamifications, or even chatbots you can sell to your participants. So this is the second cluster of different monetization techniques. Then, of course, a lot of opportunities we have with the social networks. Social media co-branding, polls, sponsorship of polls and surveys, social media interviews we can do in line with your event, or social media gaming, which is also possible. So many options. And then if we move on, the second cluster, the next cluster is direct marketing. So direct email co-branding or virtual giveaways. We know this. Now for the last period of the Corona crisis, or even care packages where you send something to your participants in advance, and then people open the boxes and so on. So this is the direct marketing field. And of course, matchmaking, like online shops, for example, if you organize a trade show for books, of course you can create as part of it an online shop where you can sell your books. And then AI-powered matchmaking, which is also possible, or speed matchmaking during the event, during the virtual get-together. So these are all the techniques available. And of course, live streaming, what we are doing today, actually, live stream branding, video ads as part of the presentation, transition slides, and even visual scribing, which I like very much because it's more interactive. I try to use this as often as possible. So as you can see, we have so many options available like never before. So there is no actually need to be negative about the future of our industry. It's just how open you are and how creative you are. Let me show you the next case. Just to let you know, I'm the member of the jury of this BIA award for a long time. And of course, I'm quite into these projects, and I know what is going on actually. And that's why I try to show you some great examples so that you can use this as your source of inspiration. Let me show you the next video. Tea from home.
Only 6 days after lockdown, we designed the first online internal/external communication campaign called #TeaFromHome to support the corporate culture as well as human aspects that crisis brought up.
Pozdravujem srdečne na mikrofón. My sme kapela Smola Hrušky. Tercmorik Band. Kašnaver Klezmer Band. U všetkých vás pozdravuje naša kapela Kolárovci. Príjemný dobrý večer.
Importance of togetherness.
Ahojte tečkari, moje meno je Richard Holič.
Dnes sme si pre vás pripravili jogi. Dnes ťa čaká hitko.
A halo pozadie.
Dobrý deň.
By unique concept and dramaturgy, from entertainment, lifestyle, to educational program. We inspire how to live in a new normal and to keep positivity.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Motivate for better productivity.
Či budeme mať prednášku až do 7, alebo...
Maintain work-life balance and prove that company cares and people matter.
Pre mňa osobne tá kampaň
je takým symbolom takej nádeje.
Podarilo sa nám urobiť unikátne, ja to nazvem divadlom. Všetci sa s tým popasovali veľmi statočne. Čiže ja to vnímam niečo akože fakt unikátne.
Tea from home, we call it.
We built the unique community of employees, family members, and friends of T-Systems Slovakia, and outstanding employee branding image with amazing achievements, bringing visible results in HR where employee fluctuation decreased by 36%. Communication reached during the campaign 1 million unique users on social media platforms, with more than 684,800 minutes of views of our content, which means 1 year and 110 days of constant watching. By authentic and human campaign, we were able to bring people together digitally and elevate internal communication to a different level.
Well, I like this one because it's a little bit different on a smaller budget, of course, but the results were great. And this is a great project from our Slovak friends, Creative Pro, and they will come to Conventa for sure because they are really close to us. And let's move on actually because we don't have a lot of time. So the next cluster is actually how to create value after the crisis. What people believe is important, after the crisis. And you see, this is the core of what you need to focus on. They believe networking is number one. So even if you are talking about live or actually online events, networking was according to 621 meeting planners number one. And then context or content. People will definitely demand more better content than in the past. You cannot just put a LED wall and put some stroboscopes and so on and create an event. It's not enough. You need to have a good content, and that was always, for example, my personal idea to play around great content, but it was not always like that. And of course, then it's brand recognizability, and these are the three values we need to focus on when we are organizing experiences for our clients. And of course, luckily, the Zoom fatigue is here, and I will not explain what is Zoom fatigue. Probably you are tired now already by what I'm showing you. But basically, this is good for all of us because obviously we are all really looking forward for live experiences because simply you cannot really follow long conferences and conversations online. And I'm already boring for you, I'm sure. And that's why I will hurry up to the next video. So it's Mirror House above the river. From Skudras Metropole, from Latvia. And at this particular moment, I would like to announce that the owner of the agency will come to Conventa Crossover to present this great project to all of you. Let me show you the next video.
The world is changing, and we are changing with it. We return to where we need to be. Is changing, and we are changing with it. We return to where we need to be, to nature, to content values and innovations that emerge from a dignified relationship between man and nature. The creative association Skudras Metropole, together with design studio Don't Panic and coffee brand Polig, and the municipality of Amata, created a new, never-before-seen project, levitating mirror house above the river. The house, with the help of a remote control, moves on ropes back and forth. Every hour of the day, up to 4 people could take part in the Polig coffee ritual, which visitors performed with the help of written instructions, as well as solve a riddle about the surrounding forests and the region in general, to get an encrypted code and unlock a box with edible stones. During the night, those interested could enjoy an unprecedented adventure staying in the mirror house overnight. While sleeping over the river, you could listen to the sounds of the wind, the songs of birds, the chirping of river rapids, the sound of animals crossing the river at night, or stare at the starry sky. Lovers of romance were given their favorite songs or given the opportunity to play an erotic game. The project gave more than 1,000 people an unforgettable experience. a meditative moment over the river, a new experience in making modern coffee, new knowledge of the surrounding region and its outstanding personalities, as well as promoted the influx of tourism to the region. This excellent idea of a simple, small, unique coffee house in nature brought international recognition to both the brand and Latvia, as the media of countless countries and the international news agency Reuters wrote about this project. The Mirror House was noticed as far as in Indonesia, Poland, Portugal, Estonia, Germany, and many other parts of the world. On social media, it was the most desired destination for bloggers as well as others interested. The key to the project's success was creating something new and unprecedented in Latvia, to strengthen the brand identity in times of change, and most importantly, help people tired of the pandemic to relax from the everyday haste, urban jungle, uncertainty, and fear, to derive peace, well-being, and a sense of security in nature's charm.
I mean, that's a project which I call a micro experiences, and we are creating now after the crisis a lot of such projects, and this is all good actually, because we were obsessed before the crisis with big productions, big events, but you know, this is something which is really sustainable, which is down to the earth, and I like this project and can't wait to see the authors to present the whole creative process behind at the end of August. Let me go through the next few slides for you. A so-called MARTE, or how to restart sales after the crisis, the future of mice sales. So, of course, it's logical, not a Sherlock Holmes, that face-to-face selling almost disappeared during the crisis, but people believe that it will come back, and it's coming back. But definitely, the remote selling will again stay with us. As I said, digital will stay with us, and also remote selling will stay with us. So basically, people do not believe that face-to-face selling will disappear, but it will somehow not be on the same level as before the pandemic. And here are some ideas what meeting planners around Europe believe it's really effective. Very high effectiveness according to the ROI, or medium effectiveness, it has medium effectiveness and so on. So basically, first of all, personal content, recommendations, infographics, content marketing. This is what they believe is very highly effective in the sales, in the field of sales. Then we have activities with high effectiveness, like in-person marketing, social media, marketing video, event guides, and so on. This is the second cluster. Then we have so-called medium effectiveness with webinars, online recommendations, e-newsletters, quizzes, Facebook events, blogs, chatbots, and so on. And the last one is e-ticketing and cold calling. I don't know, still sometimes I receive a cold call, you know, would you please join us at the conference and so on. I don't know what is your opinion about it, but these are the clusters about how our colleagues think about the mice sales activities. And of course, let me show you the next video for you. Behind the spotlight. And again, I'm super happy to announce these two agencies will come to Slovenia. The next one is Luka. Ines Lukashvenka will come, the owner and the creative mother of this crazy agency will come to Ljubljana. And again, can't wait to hear what she will explain, and let me show you the next video.
shooting?
I've been an
Okay, great. Does anybody else want to join me?
We start event confusion. That's always the beginning. Please, you can see it. Good morning. Finishing. We have ladies here. We ladies already dancing. We might want the people on the tables. We are moving to the next scene.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, whole event created in front of the audience, totally crazy. I mean, creativity is without limits. So as you can see, this is something what is the core of the industry we are talking about. And this is where is our playground and where is our future, in my personal opinion. I ran through the presentation and just about the marketing restart, what our colleagues believe is important. Of course, word of mouth is number one. You think you should play around when you promote your event or your actually product and services. And in line with that, we have customer services and then media articles, salesperson, and so on. So if you just believe in digital selling, you know, basically without word of mouth, it's difficult. And of course, people are not stupid and clients are not stupid and they do not buy fake news or fake actually references. So basically, this is the core where in our business we need to play around. Then, of course, we have the second cluster about social media. To simplify, whatever you are doing, my personal suggestion to you is that you focus on LinkedIn. At this particular moment, the Generation X is in charge for the industry, but Z is coming and Y is coming and so on. But basically, LinkedIn is such a good tool. If you know how to use it, you can really deliver great results. And then Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And this is what also believes around 745 meeting planners. So basically, this is not just my idea, but it's based on what colleagues around Europe, meeting planners, believes in. The next slide is about the type of social media engagement, if you are talking about that, and I can definitely confirm this. Video is number one. If you can produce video, create video content, it's a booster of your campaign. It's a booster of your event, whatever you are doing. Then, of course, links to website content, images, and so on. This is important. But really, my personal suggestion to you is focus more on video. Video is super effective. Then we have marketing tools, which are a good investment. Let me guide you through. 74% is still of the respondents feel that attending B2B trade shows will be an important part of my sales, even in 2021. And as you can see now, the trade shows are picking slowly up. Yeah? And you are all waiting for Conventa, for example, for IMEX and so on. And definitely these shows will come back, but in a different way. I can talk about that for hours, but for today it's enough, I think so. But definitely you should not ignore trade shows. We asked colleagues which are the most effective B2B trade shows. And this was really a moment of truth for Conventa too, because I didn't know what to expect actually. And they ranked the events like this. Number 1 is IMEX Frankfurt, then IBTM World, then Conventa, then IMEX America, AIM, Confex, Meeting Show, MI4, Vitex, Croatia, and Connections. This is the cluster of the most of the best events or B2B shows ranked according to their reliability and power of communication. So we are proud that Conventa is really on the top, in the top, and of course we will do our best to be even better year by year. And for this new era, for this new world we live in, what is the formula of successful online or hybrid event or even live event? It's of course, in my personal opinion, always content, then engagement, then of course data, and the video quality is necessary too. So if you cannot hear me or see me, then of course Houston, we have a problem. And this is a simple formula which you can use on every event you are organizing. And as I said, more or less people are thinking now about transforming live events to hybrid events. And of course, why I'm saying this, it's not so easy as it looks like. So you need to have a lot of technical skills. That's why our industry needs meeting professionals, meeting planners, even more than before the crisis. So it's quite difficult to organize a real good hybrid event without professional knowledge. And these are the most popular live streaming platforms. Why I'm saying and showing you this, because we still have a problem when we ask colleagues or when we receive a RFP. People do not know what is live streaming platform and what is a video conferencing platform. Just to let you know, this is a simple actually example. YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, Twitch, these are all live streaming platforms. So if you want to, you can simply stream your event to YouTube. It's not a problem. Or Facebook sometimes, Clicker, Darkcast, whatever. But these are actually the video conferencing platforms. Zoom, Microsoft Teams, GoToMeetings, Microsoft Skype. So these are not the same. This is not the same. So basically, why I'm saying this, because as I said, when you receive a request for proposal nowadays, you need to really understand the logic. What are clients looking for? And yeah, this simple example. It's one of the basic examples what actually this new reality brings to us. We need to educate ourselves. We need to dig deep, to be capable to produce good events for the future and to stay creative. And this is the quote by my colleague Kolja Dams from Walk Dams Agency, Germany, and he said, "Yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We have already been producing live offline events in China since September." He said that 2020. Hybrid events are definitely here to stay, but the recent developments have shown that we as people like to be social and have great experiences together in the real world. We are pleased that our customers are now planning more long-term again. We are ready to go back to live with them. So this is the quote by Kolja Dams, and I definitely agree with him. And this is actually the end of my presentation. Since I used a lot of your time, I will not go more deeper, but definitely, guys, meeting profession will stay here, and it will be stronger after the crisis than it is now. And please do not forget about Conventa. This trend bar was supported by Ljubljana Tourism and Convention Bureau, and I would like to thank to them for all this great support they're providing to us. Without them, we couldn't deliver Conventa Trend Bars. This is almost the last one of this year, and let me show you how Conventa looks like with my last video today. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us today. See you live at the end of August. Remember, the date of Conventa is 25th to 26th of August, and you are more than welcome to come to Ljubljana. Goodbye, and see you in August.